10 years in corporate and 2 years in private business, and I was virtually wiped out a little over 6 years ago. Before I got involved in this industry, I had virtually nowhere to go. I was broke. I was on government assistance at the time. I was going through personal bankruptcy. I'd just gone through a third corporate takeover. My wife had left me. My health was leaving me. And these were the highlights a little over 6 years ago. I was virtually a walking Murphy's Law. And this is when I saw the industry for the first time. And I got involved with another network marketing company, and I'd spent 4.5 years with that outfit. And with virtually no experience, you don't know how broke I was. As a matter of fact, when I was getting started in the business, I just needed a little bit of product to get started. All I had was this old beat-up 71 Heap. And I needed some dough, needed some money to get started. So this is how broke I was. I took the car in to see what I can get for the car. And I asked them, you know, how much could I get for it? And they asked me how much it weighed. Share with you where I was. Anyways, with no experience in network marketing, within 2.5 years, I had attained the top position in that company. And as I shared with you, 4.5 years with them. And it was 2 years ago. You take a look at all of the programs that make it. They had a short run, a year, 2, 3 years, 4 years, whatever it was. They were not in a position to introduce new products. And if they did try to introduce new products, they ran out of their arena of expertise. They ran out of their arena of expertise. So the program that I had come from, which was basically an environmental program, when they could only get so far and so much in the environmental and different products that house in that, and we had incredible sales with that, they tried to get into education, they tried to get into something that was totally different, and their sales absolutely plummeted. You take a look at programs that are involved, maybe in a diet. It's strictly a diet, pigeonholed in one product, one program, and that's it. Take a look at it. Maybe the 90-day diet program. What do you introduce next? 60-day diet. What do you introduce next? 30-day diet. What do you introduce next? The 10-day diet. Then the 1-day diet, the 1-hour diet, 1-minute diet. You're out of diets. The company can offer all of it. The company can offer all of the tools, all of the resources, all of the future that you could possibly have in the world on that. But it really comes down to you. And it comes down to that 20-80 rule. And I know, and you've heard it before, 80% of the people out there are doing 20% of the business, and 20% of the people doing 80% of the business. That's the law of the land no matter where you are. In any industry program, doesn't matter where you go. I want to share with you some points that kind of cover the 20%ers, ultimately the people that become diamond, and the 80%ers, the fullers. Here they are. There's about 17 quick points. Your 20%ers, your doers, are work and result oriented. Your 80%ers are, thank God it's Friday oriented. 20%ers are people who make things happen. The others are people who watch things happen. Winners, people who will trade a risk for high potential. 80%ers are people who not risk for high security. People who are ambitious have a burning desire. People who are not ambitious have a burning contentment. People who detest mediocrity. People who will accept mediocrity. People with a strong work ethic. People with a strong survival ethic. Entrepreneurial, love their work, hate their job, won't change. People who are hard to reach, people who are easy to reach. This is a big one. People who push rejection aside, people who can't handle rejection. Always have a plan, always have an excuse. See an answer for every problem, see a problem in every answer. Say it may be difficult, but it's possible. You say it may be possible, but it's difficult. People who are winners, people who are whiners. People who are open-minded, people who are closed-minded. People who look for the pot of gold, people who can't wait for Sunday. People who you would love to meet, people who you try to avoid. People who work their butt off for money, people who are so busy earning a living that they have no time to make any money. 17 points of what 20%ers, doers, and diamonds ultimately do and what they're a part of. You know, in writing down your goals, so critical, and you know how important that is. I'm not going to get into that too much, but it is so vital. You know the success of people that, all successful people have their goals written down. But think about this. What goals would you set if you knew you wouldn't fail? What goals would you set if you knew you wouldn't fail? Because understand, your long-term goals will overcome your short-term frustrations. Your long-term goals will overcome your short-term frustrations. And if what you want is greater than the resistance that you'll meet in this opportunity, you can attain your dreams. And if your dream's greater than your fears, you can accomplish anything. And I go back 6 years ago. I virtually lost everything. I was on unemployment insurance. I'd lost my wife. I was losing my health. I'd lost everything through corporate bankruptcy. I was living with my parents. I was 30 all over again. And I found this industry, and I have ultimately attained my dreams.